Now, this is actually the story of how DJ Qualls came out of the closet. I knew he was gay, his friends knew he was gay, but he hadn't told the public. Me and DJ went to see Elton John in concert on Elton John's farewell tour, right? So we're sitting there. It's like any cheer I can get. Anyway, so we went to the concert, we're sitting there, and Elton's at the piano, and the band leaves the stage, and now it's just Elton, a piano, and a spotlight, nothing else. And Elton says, "This will be the final song I perform this evening." Now, of course, it wasn't. He was doing that cunty thing that musicians do. Like, fucking how long as a society are we gonna play their fucking game? Every single concert we go to. No. Don't go. You know they're coming back, but when they come back, we always act surprised. Oh! We did it! I was sitting next to a young fella, it was maybe one of his first concerts. He's there with his dad, maybe 15 years old. And Elton said, "This will be the final song I perform this evening." And the kid just lost his mind and went, "No, Elton! No!" And I was like, "Calm the fuck down, mate. He hasn't sung Rocket Man yet." So we're there. It's a 3-hour mark, and Elton, right, he says, he gives a 10-minute speech, a beautiful speech, farewell tour. He says, "Thank you so much for following my 50-year career. Thank you so much for buying the albums and hearing the music. Without you listening to the songs, me writing them is inconsequential, and I love you. You're the greatest fans a person could have." And it was a beautiful speech, right? Very long, but it was a beautiful speech. And I turned to DJ and I went, "I should do that." And he said, "Do what?" And I said, "I should thank the people who come to see me. I never do that. I just tell my jokes and piss off. I don't do that." And he turns to me and goes, "Yeah, but with your fan base, someone would just yell out, 'Fag!' like that." And as he said that, Elton John had stopped talking. And the word "fag" just sang out. Everyone in the room's freaking the fuck out. They're all turning around. Of course they think it's fucking me. I'm elbowing DJ like, probably a good time to come out. I'd come out right fucking now. Elton John looks up from his piano, stares at us. The room goes silent. Now let's break down what just happened there. Elton John's at the 3-hour mark of his farewell tour. He gave a lovely speech, and someone yelled out, "Fag." Who must have Elton thought that person was? Like, did he think it was someone who really hated him and had come up to show after show after show and was like, "If I don't say it now, I'll never say it"? Or did he think it was someone who had just figured it out? Maybe someone who'd bought the albums, listened to the music, never seen the outfits. And he's sitting there with his wife like this. He wears an awful lot of sequins, doesn't he? You know what I think? I think he might be a fag! So the next day, I'm performing in San Diego, and DJ came along with me to my show, right? And so he's sitting in the wings, and I tell the Elton John story that night. And I'm on stage, I'm telling it, and I'm not mentioning his name because no, I didn't want anyone to know it's him. And then he just walked on stage out of nowhere. He came on, I was sort of looking at him like, "What the fuck's Deej doing, man?" And he took the microphone from me and he went, "It was me. I'm gay. And the whole place erupted, and then he just waved goodnight. And then he went back and he tweeted about it right away. Tweeted about it so he couldn't take it back. And that's how he came out. And then we went out that night and everyone was so excited for him. People from the show were coming up, giving him drinks and hugs and taking photos, and everyone, it was one of the best fucking nights I've ever had. Coming out looks like a lot of fun. Like I was getting jealous. Because, you know, as a hetero, we've got nothing. I have no bit of information that will really ruin an elderly relative's Christmas. So I thought about it. What have I got that's close to coming out, right? And I thought about it, and this is what I've come up with. And it's hard to say in front of a room full of people, but I have to live my truth. My favourite TV show is The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I love that shit. I don't work on Monday nights because I like to follow the live tweets. I'm part of Bachelor Nation. I fucking love that shit. And I know a lot of you might think I'm an idiot for enjoying that. Well, I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I don't like reality shows. I don't watch Selling Sunset or Below Deck or any of that fucking shit. I like game shows. And The Bachelor is a game show where the prize is a person. It's a whole lot of people who just want to get famous. And we force two of them to get married. It's fucking belter. If you've never seen an episode, I'll walk you through an episode of The Bachelorette. So The Bachelorette be like a 28-year-old girl. She lives in a house. You never really see this house. She lives in this house over here. And there's a mansion that literally has 30 guys in it that are all fighting for her attention, right? And she comes over and visits them occasionally. And yeah. Oh, there's a petition going around the internet for a gay bachelor. No! The Bachelor is a heterosexual show for heterosexual people, and it will remain that way, thank you very much. I'm not being homophobic, it just wouldn't logistically work. So say you got a gay bachelor, his name's Darren. Darren lives in a house over here. Then there's a mansion over here with 30 guys. You're getting ahead of me, Toronto, don't do that. And the producers come over to the house to meet Darren. They go, we have a great group of guys over there. They're very excited to meet you. I'm excited to meet them. And then Darren walks over there with all of his hopes and wishes and dreams inside this house. And he gets to the doorknob and takes a breath. And then he opens the door and they're all fucking each other. And the producers, they know this isn't good for the show. So they roll up a newspaper and start whacking him. Get out of it! Stop fucking each other! They get a spray bottle. Psh, psh, psh. They get one of them and rub their nose in their cum. Bad game! Bad game! So no gay bachelor. let's do the Bachelorette. So the Bachelorette be like a 28-year-old girl. She has known she's going to be the Bachelorette for like 4 months. So she's done what most women do before they get married. You know, she's working out every day. She's eating well. If she does eat something naughty, she vomits it back up. Now, of course, this is a comedy show, so if there are any bulimic women in the room, don't think it goes unnoticed. Us boys appreciate that you're keeping it tight. You're doing what the fat girls aren't willing to do. So, she's out the front of this mansion. She's all bulimic ripped and bulimic sexy. She's had her hair done professionally, her makeup done professionally. She's in a $10,000 dress that the show has given her. This woman is in her prime. She will never look better than she does at this exact moment. What a good time to fall in love, eh? I can't see any disappointment in the future. So she stands out the front of the house, and then 30 limos, one by one, will drive up, and 30 different men will come out of their car, and they'll walk up to her, they will introduce themselves, and then they will say some line that they pre-rehearse that they think will sweep her off her feet. And this line will be some innocuous bit of rubbish that fucking means nothing. Now, they show up in the car, they come out good-looking guys wearing a beautiful tailored suit, right? But because they're in their 20s, the leg's up to here. Because it's very important to that generation that we see their ankles. You look like cunts. Anyway.